Hi guys, welcome back to the weird side of YouTube. I'm your host, author Disa Knight, and this is The Reading Storm, the show where I read, the show where I give book reviews, and the show where I do book hauls. And today I have a great book haul for you guys. We have two sections of the book haul, one of my books and one section of my partner's books that we all got from a used bookstore website called thriftbooks.com. And I really suggest you guys go into it. Every book I bought from it so far, perfect condition. It's just wonderful. Okay, let's get started. First we have The Collected Adventures of Peter Pan. Now, I only knew the story of Peter Pan and Wendy, and I thought that was the only Peter Pan story in the saga. Apparently there's like 7. So we have this whole collection we can read before we start writing our own version of Peter Pan, and I am very, very excited about it. The font is very large, so I can see with my blind eyes. Let's read the back of it, the blurb. If you ask your mother whether she knew about Peter Pan when she was a little girl, she will say, "Why, of course I did, child." And if you ask her whether he rode on a goat in those days, she will say, "What a foolish question to ask. Certainly he did." And if you ask your grandmother whether she knew about Peter Pan when she was a girl, she also says, "Why, of course I did, child." But if you ask her whether he rode a goat those days, she says she never heard of him having a goat. Perhaps she has forgotten, or just as she sometimes forgets your name and calls you Mildred, which is your mother's name. Still, she could hardly forget such an important thing as that goat. Therefore, there was no goat when your grandmother was a little girl. This shows that, in telling the story of Peter Pan, to begin with the goat, as most people do, is as silly as to put on your jacket before your vest. Of course, it also shows that Peter is ever so old, but he really is always the same age. So that does not matter in the least. His age is 1 week, and though he was born so long ago, he has never had a birthday, nor is there the slightest chance of his ever having one. Yes, in the beginning he's a baby, which is very interesting. He's also from London. He's not from Neverland, which I never knew. Very excited about getting started on that. This next one I am daunted by. It's like a whole Bible, and I did not realize how hard this is going to be to read, but I am going to try to do let's reads of this. It's Le Mort de Author, and if you're watching my channel, you'll know that I've been waiting for this for a while. It finally came in, and let's read the back of it, the blurb. Le Mort d'Author remains an enchanted sea for the reader to swim about in, delighting at the random beauties of 15th century prose. That is from Robert Graves. This is the actual blurb. The legends of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table have inspired some of the greatest works of literature, from Cervantes' Don Quixote to Tennyson's Ideals of the King. I can't see in this dark, sorry guys. Although many versions exist, Mallory stands as the classic rendition. Mallory wrote the book while in Newgate prison during the last 3 years of his life. It was published some 14 years later in 1485 by William Caxton. The tales steeped in the magic of Merlin, the powerful chords of the chivalric code, and the age-old dramas of love and death resound across the centuries. The stories of King Arthur, Lancelot, Queen Guinevere, and Tristram and Isolde seem astonishingly moving and modern. Mallory's Le Mort d'Arthur endures and inspires because it embodies mankind's deepest yearnings for brotherhood and community, a love worth dying for, and valor, honor, and chivalry. Very, very excited. However, it's not really in old English. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's not too hard to read is what I'm saying, but the text is really small. It's basically the Bible of King Arthur. Like, it's a lot. It's just a lot. Look how thick this is. And I do want to read the whole thing for YouTube, but it might be spaced out a little bit. Alright, next we have something very special indeed. Hence why I'm wearing my Halloween shirt that I love very, very much. The Scary Stories Treasury. This is all 3 books in one. I had all 3 books when I was a kid, but they got lost in many different moves. And I am very, very excited about it. The back doesn't say much. It just says, read these books if you dare. Guaranteed to make your teeth chatter and your spine tingle from the school library journal. This volume contains the complete text and drawings from all 3 books. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Scary Stories 3. More tales to chill your bones. Now, I don't know if I believe that, because my favorite art... They do have my favorite art! Oh no! My favorite art is from the very beginning of Scary Stories 3. This right here. Oh, I love this art so much. Me and my partner were playing Elden Ring last night, and there's parts in it that are like surreal and dark and creepy, and they remind me of this book. It's like a haunted, demonic Alice in Wonderland, that game is. And I really love it. But that's neither here nor there. I didn't realize this book was bad. It's kind of bad, but you can still read it, it's fine. It was probably just in storage for a really long time and nobody wanted it. But I'm very, very excited. Thank you, Thrift Books, for this find. I will be reading this for Halloween. And I know that's months and months and months away, but every week I'll be reading a new scary story for Halloween. For the month of October. Maybe even September, because honestly, Halloween starts in September for me. So, yes. I will definitely be reading these for you guys. I'm not going to read all of them because I do want you guys to, you know, get it for yourself if you can. There's another book I have that I don't have in this group, and I forgot what I did with it. Oh, it's If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Let me go get that real quick. I found it. And a few other of my partner's books. We had it in the spare bedroom. Alright, this is my favorite book from my childhood. Unfortunately, it does not have the dust jacket with it. It is from a little girl named, I think that says Allison, but I can't read her writing. And another girl named Laura marked in it and said hello, which I'm very upset about. But you know, I'm going to do a Let's Read for it for YouTube for my birthday, because this was my favorite book as a child, and I actually dressed up as the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie for favorite character day in elementary school. Everyone thought I was Mickey Mouse. I was not Mickey Mouse. I was the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I even had suspenders. Why did everyone think that I was Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse does not wear suspenders. I would have dressed up as the Little Mermaid, but my mom wouldn't let me. So this was the next best thing. And I do love the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So look forward to the Let's Read of this for my birthday celebration. Next, we have something very special indeed. As you know, I'm playing through the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts series for YouTube, Let's Play. And instead of watching the movie versions of Kingdom Hearts 3 Fight over 2 days and Recoded, I found novelizations of them, so we can do Let's Reads of them instead, which is so much more dynamic and fun. And I also have a story from a game that I never played. It was a mobile game called Kingdom Hearts Key. It says X, but it's pronounced Key. And I'm very excited. It's kind of thin, very light novel, but I'm very excited to get into this story. I think it takes place before everything, like 100 years before. So I'm very, very excited. And here is the cover of 3 Fight Over 2 Days. Here's the back cover. Here is Recoded. And they're not mangas, they're actual like light novels. Except 3 Fight Over 2 Days is quite thickums. It's Miss Thickums, and this is the cover of this one, if you can see. What does it say? Long ago, when all the worlds were still one, there was a place called Daybreak Town. Here, under the leadership of the Foretellers, Keyblade builders spent their days collecting light for their unions, and you were no exception, fighting the darkness alongside your pal Chirithi. That's me! But then, one day, you made an unusual new friend who warned you there was much more to this world than met the eye. Meanwhile, conflict was building among the Foretellers and unions, one that threatened everyone's future, including yours. Well, that's dire. And 3 Fight Over 2 Days, the back of it says, When Roxas is born as a nobody, he knows nothing beyond Organization 13, not even himself. Without a heart or memories to guide him, he can do little more than follow orders. Roxas soon settles into a comfortable routine with his fellow members Axel and Shion, and as they spend day after day together, new friendships begin to take root. But what does it mean to have a friendship without a heart? And the backup recoded says, with the door to darkness closed and the organization defeated, all is right with the world. Everyone has gone home, and the adventure seems to be over, until Jiminy discovers a cryptic message in his journal. Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. Jiminy knows he didn't write it, so where did it come from, and what does it mean? To discover the truth, King Mickey and his pals at Disney Castle decide to turn the journal into a digital datascape, but they'll need the help of someone on the inside. Fortunately, another Sora within the data is ready to lend a hand and get to the bottom of this mystery. So that's very, very fun indeed. That is all for my book haul. My books. My partner has books of his own, and we are going to go over those. I'm probably not going to read them because they don't interest me, but I do want to go over them because I do want to show off how amazing Thrift Books is. Please go to thriftbooks.com. This is not sponsored. I just love that website so much. Okay, this is a book called The Charm Offensive. It's apparently a gay romance novel. What does the back say? The real love story happens behind the scenes. Apparently it's about filming. Dev Deshpande has always believed in fairy tales, so it's no wonder that he spent his career crafting them on the long-running reality dating show Ever After. That's literally just the surface level of fairy tales is romance, but okay. As the most successful producer of the franchise's history, Dev always scripts the perfect love story for his contestants, even at his own love life crashes and burns. Within the show, casts disgraced tech wonderkind Charlie Winshaw as its star. Charlie is far from the romantic Prince Charming Ever After expects. He doesn't believe in true love and agreed to appear on the show only as a last-ditch effort to rehabilitate his image. In front of the camera, he's a stiff, anxious mess with no idea how to date 20 women on national television. As Dev fights to get Charlie to connect with the contestants on a worldwide tour, they begin to open up to each other, and Charlie realizes he has better chemistry with Dev than with his co-stars. But even reality TV has a script, and in order to find their way to happily ever after, they'll have to reconsider whose love story gets told and why. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but I really hope Jonathan enjoys it. Next, we have something that looks very interesting called Under a Graveyard Sky. It doesn't have a blurb on the back, but it looks really pretty. It's just praise for John Ringo. I don't care about him. I don't even know who the hell he is. Tell me about your story, my guy. Is it beyond this? No, it's not. Wow, okay. Well, I can't tell you the blurb because I don't know what it's about, which means it's about nothing. So this one I'll probably read because I need it. It's called What to Say Next: Successful Communication in Work, Life, and Love with Autism Spectrum Disorder. He thinks we both have autism. I think I might have autism, but you know. And this is just praise for the book itself. It doesn't actually talk about the book. But you don't really need it for this kind of book. It says it all on the cover. So if it's a how-to book, you don't really need a blurb on the back, obviously. The next one is called Shadowland, and again it has nothing on the back. You expect the horrifying and the fiction of Peter Straub and you get it. I don't know who Peter Straub is. I don't read books like this, grocery store books. But I mean, I hope Jonathan enjoys it. These last two are something I'm really interested in. This is The Rise, Black Cooks and the Soul of American Food. I love food. All kinds of food. So I'm very excited about this. We collect cookbooks by the pound. So, as you can tell, black food matters. Black is not a taste, or is it? It's not monolithic. It's complex, diverse, and delicious, just like black people in general. Well, people in general, really. But I feel like people need to be reminded that black people are in a monolith more than anyone else. I'm very excited about this. I hope Jonathan cooks from it. And lastly, the last book in the entirety of the book haul is, drumroll please, Working It by RuPaul. Jonathan wanted this. RuPaul's Guide to Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Style. And of course, you can't have a RuPaul book without photos. Is that a read? Actually, no, it's not a read because she's fucking beautiful. So, so I can't read RuPaul. So, I mean, if you look like that, why not put photos and everything? But we're trying to catch up on RuPaul's Drag Race this week. She's so pretty. I can't stand it. I wish I was that pretty. But we're catching up on RuPaul's Drag Race this week, so Jonathan was really interested in this book and he wanted to get it. RuPaul's Guide to Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Style. So I think she has a lot of books. RuPaul does. Oh no. Oh no. I wish he put as much effort in his boy look as he did his girl. And not just the crazy, ugly outfits. I'm sorry, Ru. Your boy outfits are hideous. That's all our book haul. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But one of those has 3 books in it. So 11, 12, 13 books. 13. It's my favorite number. Okay, that's my lucky number. Hopefully I'll get around to reading all these. Well, mine anyway. I might read Brew. And I'm definitely going to read this because, hello, food. And I'm probably going to read this as well. I am going to do this, as I said, for Halloween specials. This, the Kingdom Hearts books for, like, a respite between the Let's Plays. And I'm definitely going to try to read Le Morte d'Arthur every week. I'm going to start reading Peter Pan, probably after Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And I'm going to read Give a Mouse a Cookie for my birthday for you guys. So I hope you all look forward to that. If you want to watch me game live, I do have a Twitch now. You can catch the live stream replays up here, either one. And link in the description for the actual Twitch. You can join our gaming Discord, which is not just gaming. There's places where you can share your art and everything on it. It's basically just a Discord for gay people. It's called the Alphabet Mafia Hideout, and you can find that in the link in the description. All my social media is at author DC Knight. And is there anything else I need to say? Thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it. If you liked the video, please like it. Please subscribe. I desperately need it. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.